Hi, this is Carl with Relax, Focus, Succeed, and I have a book recommendation and a recommendation for about 1,000 different phone apps. First, let me recommend the Relaxation Response by Herbert Benson. This is a truly great book. It is all about how to manage stress, but all the techniques he talks about help you manage much more than stress. Many of us have known for a long time that stress affects lots of things in our life. And some of you have heard this story before, but I got into meditation originally because I have rheumatoid arthritis. And so in order to help me learn how to manage pain, my doctor sent me to a class to learn meditation to manage pain. And that was good and useful for me, but I discovered something in the very first class. Most of the people in that class were not there to manage pain. Some were sent there to manage stress. Some were sent there to help lower their blood pressure. Some were sent there because of anger management. Obviously, the medical community has figured out that meditation can play a huge role in helping you to be more healthy for many reasons. One of the things Dr. Benson talks about is the fight or flight response, which basically pumps your body full of adrenaline and epinephrine in order to get you, going absolutely, at top rate instantaneously, so you can either run away from a saber-toothed tiger or fight somebody when you need to do that. We have very little use for that today, but at the same time, there's lots of research that shows that we initiate the fight or flight response time and time again because of what we're doing with social media, because of the way we interact with each other, because of the stress of our environment, whether it's on the job, in our personal lives, or just driving through traffic. So how do you fight the fight or flight response? Well, you do it with the relaxation response. And the relaxation response is simply a way to engage your brain to say, help my body out. Help me to relax, to calm down, lower my blood pressure, think clearly, and wash some of those chemicals out of my brain. One of the things that happens with meditation is that you actually replace things like adrenaline and epinephrine with dopamine and other positive chemicals that help you feel better and to feel more positive about yourself. Again, there's lots of research showing that the brain actually affects many things inside of our bodies, and that certainly includes the level of stress as well as how we respond to it. So I started meditating in order to reduce the pain from rheumatoid arthritis, but I also discovered many other benefits, and so I encourage you to take a look at it. And your phone has many tools to help you out. Just go into your app store on whatever device you have and do a search for meditation. You will find probably 1,000 different apps. And I encourage you to do what I did, which is download maybe 10 or 12 of them and try them out. Some are guided meditations, so they walk you through, for example, a body scan from head to toe, or they walk you through an experience, walking through a forest trail or something like that. Some of them are simply background music, or they set a mood that is conducive for meditation. The goal is for you to literally sit in a chair and look at your body, examine yourself, be aware in real time, what's going on with me right now? And as strange as it sounds, that has huge benefits for your health. You may have seen the research from the University of Washington, which is now probably 50 years old, but they looked at the different things that happen in people's lives and what causes stress. And there are some things that are very good. Getting married, it's a great thing It's good for your long-term health, but the event of getting married is stressful. Changing jobs, even if it's a better job, is stressful. Changing work environments is stressful. Changing where you go to work, how you go to work, those are stressful things. So a lot of what we're going through right now in the middle of this global pandemic, there are things happening that just naturally cause stress. A change in how much time you spend with your family, good or bad, either one, there's a certain amount of stress in change. Remember that even if things are moving in the right direction and getting better and better and better, all those things require changes that require you to react differently than you did yesterday or the day before. And it can all be managed, but one huge thing that helps manage all of that stress and all of that change is meditation. Simply sitting in a chair and being aware of what your body is going through helps your body to calm down and to push away the stress from that fight or flight response that you did not mean to trigger, but it got triggered by your environment. So please do yourself a favor, take a look at that book, and also go take a look at 10 or 12 different meditation apps. I'll bet it makes a huge difference in your life. For Relax, Focus, Succeed, this is Carl Palachuk, wishing you the best in everything you do.